So we are in the middle of Arizona and we are packing to leave, and what we were trying to do is harvest this tree, get some of these oranges off of here because they're ready to be picked. And as I was observing this tree this morning, I started looking at how this one tree can produce two types of fruit, good fruit and bad fruit. And it's almost split in half. You have one side that's lush with really good fruit, and then you have the other side that is producing fruit that is not so good. So if I go up here and grab one of these fruits that are on this side, I want you to notice there's not even leaves to it, okay? And so the branch itself is not good. To say that the tree is not good, you will look at it and say, well, half of it is producing so much good fruit. And so from the root itself, it's producing nutrients and it's producing all the sweetness. But it's the branches that is coming forth on one side that is not doing so well. And these branches here is so dry, right? It's dry and it's coming off the same tree. And the amazing thing is that it's actually producing fruit. It is producing fruit. It's orange. We know what kind of fruit it is. But if you get this and you compare it to the other side, you can see the difference between these two. Same tree. This is the same tree, but two different fruit, okay? I said, well, let's open this one and see what it tastes like. The first thing that I noticed was that the skin itself was rough. It was rough, and when I try to peel this, it's this tough skin that literally is hard. It's so hard, and I use my mouth, I was using my teeth. Oh my goodness, you can't even bite through it, okay? And when I did do it, I saw that it was tough and it was rough to get to the middle of it. And when I did get to the middle of it, I noticed that the fruit itself was dry. But the thing is that it has all the same elements that the other fruit has. And then I gave it a taste. And it has a sweetness to it. It has a flavor to it. You know that it's an orange, but it's like an aftertaste that it's pretty disgusting. It makes me want to spit it out. It actually has a smell to it too. It's almost semi-rotten, okay? So then I look at this fruit here. Fruit that's on the side that's producing life. Just wanted to show you, look at that. You see that? As I tear the skin off of this thing. Not even trying, look how natural it is, look. You can see that the skin was soft. It was so malleable. And when you see the actual fruit, it's just so easy to maneuver, right? And the biggest thing is the taste of it. It is, I'm sorry, I'm enjoying the fruit. It's so good. Here, I'm gonna give this to my cameraman. All right, so here's what I observed. I observed that this tree was exposed to the sun in the desert, and the branches that could not take the heat began to dry out. At the same time, trying to be a tree, trying to be an orange tree and trying to produce a fruit that a tree is supposed to produce, but it couldn't take the heat. If you look at this tree itself, you'll see that the side where the fruit was dried and hard, it's dying, it's cracking. And at some point, this tree is going to have to make a decision. This tree is going to have to let go of the old branches, or it's going to have to fix them, right? And if these branches don't want to receive the nutrients, it's going to have to be cut off. And what good is these dry pieces of branches from this tree? Firewood. And so at some point, the owner of this house is going to have to take this tree, cut off all the dry branches, and put them in the fire to burn it, to get rid of it. And it's going to take care of the branches that are producing fruit so that the fruit that it produces may be enjoyed. Also, the branches that are dying, that are sucking up some of the nutrients, it won't be sucking up the nutrients that could go to the good fruit. So it's going to be taken away from the one and given to the other, right? And so it's an amazing visual here that the story of the gospel is told here, that a seed was planted, a tree was produced, and with time, in the time of the harvest, that the tree will be inspected, and any fruit that was not there, the branches will be cut off and thrown into the fire. And this is for you and for me. Check your fruit, check your status. Are you connected to the vine? Are you abiding in the vine that produces life? And check your fruit. Are you producing fruit of righteousness, endurance, perseverance, love, kindness? That's what we need to be producing, guys, for the day of the Lord is near. His coming is soon, and he will recompense us according to our deeds. Let's enjoy the fruit of the Lord in Jesus' name.